Unfortunately, an all too familiar pattern tends to follow wrongdoings by the state. Bloody Sunday, Pat Finucane, Hillsborough are all examples of innocent victims of the state having their reputations besmirched in the initial aftermath of events. The same thing happened to the sub-postmasters. When the oldest government agency, the Post Office, criminalised its own sub-postmasters, there is now an abundance of evidence in the public domain that Post Office knew that the mystery shortfalls could have resulted from the multi-million-pound Fujitsu system being faulted, and not from sub-postmasters putting their fingers in the till, as Paula Reynolds reportedly put it.
Position in February 2015, and it took 3 years to get to this point. We had many concerns about the conduct of the Post Office. I mean, they were appearing to be a totally dishonest, discreditable, and frankly corrupt organisation, which was absolutely shocking. And it came as a, we might have been naive, but it came as a surprise to us that, the board of Post Office, who'd been trading for over 400 years, could behave in the way that they did. I remember having a meeting with Paula Reynolds, and she was going on, the nation's most trusted brand and so on. Well, it certainly isn't any longer, sadly.
In August of 2010, I received a letter from Post Office saying no criminal proceedings were going to be instigated against me. This was my lowest day. I was naive and didn't think that there was a possibility of this, as I knew I'd done nothing wrong. My mental health deteriorated after that, and I totally withdrew from everyone. Darius had to face everyone in the shop, and also worry about me, about my mental health. We tried as best we could to protect our children, Jen and Sean, from it all. In 2013, I took unwell and was eventually diagnosed with epilepsy. My total independence was taken from me, and also in that year we were made bankrupt.
It's not just a moving story, even though each individual family situation is appalling. It's also the fight of some good people who saw something that was going horribly wrong, and at potential great personal cost to themselves, decided that they were going to stick their heads up. They were not going to be cowed by the incredible asymmetry of power that the British state and the Post Office wielded against these individual sub-postmasters and the people who tried to raise the alarm.
Once the audit had been realised in my post office, things become very difficult very quickly, and it got as bad as it could possibly get or imagine. And from that point, I basically cut myself off from the post office and didn't want to know anything about the post office, or really, I wanted to put one side and move on with my life the best I possibly could. Even when the GLO had their legal victory, I still wasn't prepared to sort of think about what avenue I could go to sort of challenge the conviction that I had.